Yo, what is up, everybody? Welcome back to day 34 drop shipping. So today is going to be a little bit of a change of pace because based on my last video, I actually did get some really insightful comments that made me realize what I was doing was I was going in the completely wrong direction than the way I should be doing things. So big shout out to, I believe it's MC Gamer 31 or something. If you check back on day 33, his comments kind of made me have a little bit of a mindset shift on how I was doing things. So last product that we've been talking about for the past 2 weeks, I basically been trying to run it up, trying to make it profitable, trying to scale. And ever since I introduced the advertorial, everything just went downhill from there. And I know I said this before, but my copywriting skills aren't the best. I'm better at making ads than I am advertorials, and AI isn't really in the place yet to make like writing advertorials that would sell. So I would have Claude kind of give me the blueprint for it, and then I would fill in the words, kind of fill in the blanks pretty much, but Claude would really make the foundation for it. And I had better results sending traffic to the product page than the advertorial. And I was doubling down on the last advertorial, and then this guy commented like, bro, you're going in the wrong direction. And the main reason I said I was doing advertorials was to do static ads, because I felt like static ads, I can make them a lot better, a lot quicker than I could ever make any videos. And videos, they get kind of expensive with all the AI credits. I got like $300 in subscriptions right now just for AI videos alone. And he basically shifted my mindset from thinking advertorial is the only way to go, because that's what I was thinking. But he made me realize that I was mistaken, and I was kind of stupid for thinking, static image ads don't work when you send them to the product page, because that was kind of the mindset I was in, which I don't know why, but static ads definitely do work when you send them to a product page. Videos do work. You don't need an advertorial until you're a little bit more up there numbers wise. That's how you would kind of dial in your specific angle, specific pain point, specific customer avatar. But when you're at such a low budget, low scale, you can pretty much send them to the product page and still have them convert if your product page is set up in the correct way and you have, all your top 10 customers' pain points, if you have them on your product page and explained. And what I mean by that is, look at Amazon reviews for your product. Look at the 1-star reviews. What's the biggest pain points? What's the biggest objections? Answer them on your product page. You will convert 10 times better. So that's kind of the mindset shift we're going. And then also a positive thing for this product that I thought was, I remember saying, which is still true, there was really only 3-4 competitors for this product, and they weren't really scaling. There's nobody big for this product. And one thing that the guy pointed out to me in the comments on the last video is, why would nobody be running this product? Why would nobody be scaling this product? And that made me realize that maybe this product is too niche. And after some consideration, there is a possibility that this product is too niche and too narrow. And after re-looking at the angles I was selling at, that we're working on a small budget, but every time I bumped the budget, it went off the hook unprofitable. It made me realize that it is probably too niche, and the angles are probably too narrow, and the demographic is too small. Now, you can still make it work, because with the right marketing, you can pretty much sell anything. So what I think we're gonna do is we're gonna pick two new products and basically launch them tonight. I can build product pages, we're gonna forget the whole advertorial. That's not needed yet. I think we need to focus on what could take us from 0 to 1K days, which I think product pages would be fine for that. And I can build really good product pages really quickly. I think I could probably do a product page in 3 hours if I'm not rushing it, take my time with all the graphics. We're gonna have kind of long format. Obviously we're gonna have graphics, correct pictures. We're gonna test different offers. I'm gonna set up an A/B test on kind of the offer formatting, because really there's 2 ways to go about it. You can go focused on lower AOV with subscriptions, which that usually does work well. The standard $29.99s, $39.99s, base price at $80, give it like 50% off, 60% off, whatever. And you can stack that with buy one, get one frees with the percentage off, which would renew every 2 or 3 months, which is kind of what I'm doing now. It's kind of substacked. We got a 1, 3, and 6 month plan, which we actually did get our first reoccurring subscription today. And one thing that is kind of good about this product that we've been running, I'm pretty much over it now. I'm done with it. But one good thing about it is we were able to build about $1,000 in reoccurring revenue, not monthly, but overall reoccurring revenue. We did do that, which I guess if you broke it down into monthly, the last time I checked, catching subscriptions was about, I believe it was about $425 a month in subscriptions. Now that's averaged out because some people took the 3-month plan, so it will only make the sale every 3 months, so it's averaged out. It won't be every month. Some months I will make more than others, but the positive about that is that actually will take care of all the subscriptions, all of the Shopify fees, and we'll have a little bit of money left over for ads. So one thing about being profitable on the front end is now we do have some more money to play with, more money to come in that we can test more ads, test more angles, we can push harder, and we just have a little bit of more free room to spend a little bit more money on marketing acquisition cost. So there is pros to this, and I think I did learn a lot from this. The main thing is that static ads do work, but I'm better at video ads. My video ads, they just perform better. I think that's standard for this niche. It's really hard to get a long format message across in an image, whereas a 2-minute video with a good hook, I think it performs better, but they are expensive to make. But with this reoccurring revenue now, it will cover all subscription cost. So we are good to go there. We just really got to dial it in and not make some bullshit videos, because videos are expensive to make when you're making custom graphics for everything on top of a talking head. And what I mean is we're not just doing standard AI, UGC, like this is whatever, instead of just doing that, on top of doing that, we're creating custom graphics to edit in and swing into it so that you have visuals upon what they're saying. So kind of a visual explainer while the audio is also going along with it. And that does get expensive. I think every video is about maybe like $10 in credits. So it does get expensive pretty quickly, and they do take me a while to make, but I do have an editor on the back end, which I haven't really been using, but he is still there. I can send him over some stuff, some assets that I'm gonna generate, and send him some scripts, and he kind of chop it up, blend it together. One thing that I'm realizing that's very useful is don't regenerate. If you're doing AI, VSL style ads, like a video sales letter, all the assets you generate, download them and put them into a file, because with some of the graphics you can reuse in the explainers. Like if you're doing like a some sort of video, obviously the hook is going to be different, the script is going to be different, but some of the visuals you can use again, because if that's the main selling angle for your product, you're most likely going to be talking about it again. So that's something good, and that can save you some money. So where you only really need to generate the voiceover and the front end of the video and the hook, and then a lot of the back end and the half of the video into the end, you can kind of reuse a lot of those AI generated video assets. So yeah, so the main part for today is, instead of finding a super niche product, we are gonna basically be scrolling the ad library, kind of getting some products in mind, getting familiar, seeing what's selling, seeing what people are scaling. And I'm not really worried about how tapped this product is, because one thing that I've been realizing is, even if it is tapped, right, if you got 5 stores scaling something, there's always a new angle that you can run, a better offer to run. And the main thing that I would look at would be GLP-1s, Ozempic. I mean, that market is massive right now, and you probably have 30, 50, 100 different companies doing, $1 million days doing GLP-1. So saying that something is tapped, I have shifted my mindset, and it's really just, don't use the same angles as them. You can find a new angle always. You can get on Reddit, get into the customer's mind. What are people saying about this? What are their objections? And try to answer it in your ads, and you'll probably make some money. And that's basically what we're going to be doing. We're going to do 2 new products today. And then the main part is, I can get the product pages done probably today. Honestly, it won't take me too long. The offer, I'm gonna test offers with them. One's gonna be AOV based, and one is gonna be volume based, which would be the $29 or $39, which would be monthly. And then the AOV based would be target AOV $100 plus, reoccurring every 3 to 6 months. So, and I think that will be a good split test to see what has better buying intent, which one has more add to carts, and that will kind of get us a better setup for down the line. The main part for today, after I find these 2 products, will be market research and ads, fresh angles and hooks, which all my subscriptions did renew. So I am fully loaded on credits right now. So that's pretty good. My stack right now is 11 Labs, Nano Banana Pro, a separate API, because I use a lot of credits to get a lot of image ads, and then Higgsfield. Higgsfield's pretty solid. They did a straight Claude Connect, but it's kind of mid. Maybe it's better now, but it was kind of mid. I thought maybe instead of doing it piece by piece, it could do the whole entire video, because how I do my video is, I'll have the script on one line, then the line below it, I'll have the visuals around the script, like what should be on the screen. And I would send over the whole entire script to Claude and have it connect to Higgsfield and say, generate me this whole entire thing. But I was getting a lot of errors, because I think it was just too much. It would try to do it all at once. So then I broke it down even more and said, do it step by step, one by one. And there were still errors there. So I think it's just too much. I'll probably just have to do them one by one again, because, you got like 10 different scenes, 10 different sentences, and automatically it just tries to do them all at once, which doesn't really work. There's a lot of errors there. But yeah, that's pretty much it for today. I'm just happy for the mindset shift, honestly, because what I realize now is what I was doing was just wasting time trying to scale something that I probably could make it work, but it would cost a lot of money, just testing all these different angles. And I think I've made around probably 150 different ads, probably 50 video ads, 100 static ads, and I think just I wasn't able to make it profitable, and I think it's time to move on instead of wasting time. So that's pretty much what we're going to be doing. But I did learn a lot, so that is a positive. And thank you guys for your comments. Please like, comment, subscribe. If you need help with anything, comment down below. I'll try to help you out to the best of my ability. And yeah, that's it for today, guys. Thanks for watching.